Jonas at the age of 24, the younger of the two, slightly taller as well, with a couple of inches in height advantage, just a slight reach advantage too. And they've got similar careers, win records with a couple of blips. Really looking forward to seeing how this one pans out. Looking forward to this one. Not easy to call, and for boxers at this stage of their careers, that's unusual. I think it's fair to say, and there is certainly a growing feeling among some promoters and certainly fight fans that this is the kind of thing that we need, and maybe the fighters themselves need as well. Nicely poised, Barry. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, this is a push-on fight, isn't it? Because neither one's defending an undefeated record. They both got winning records as well, so they're both good fighters. But they need a bit of luck, so that a win here will fill them full of confidence for the next test forward. It's perfect matchmaking, and a defeat is not the end of you either.
Both of them are beautifully prepared. He's a PT trainer, Kevin Reavell, former Army out in Nigeria, was Jonas as well. So they're always well conditioned, these pairs. They're not going to want for fitness and mindset. He looked very relaxed, Sam. Was it relaxed, Reavell, in the build-up, or slightly tense? How did you interpret that?
Oh no, he looked really relaxed. They both looked really confident, really composed. But yeah, you just got Jonas just getting down to work on the front foot now. Reavell just needs to settle and get behind his jab. Last time out, Reavell he was quite emphatic. He threw a big right hand in the first round, and the opponent was out like a light. So it was a really good performance from him last time. So it'd be nice for him to get some rounds out.
Oh, sharp counters there from Reavell. He was just kind of waiting for that opportunity.
He was just a little lean back there, and real snappy work there when they right uppercut, left hook, right hand.
And there again, the feint drew the reaction from Jonas. It's exactly what Reavell's trying to do.
He just span off with the left hook as well. That was good. Put himself out of distance there, Reavell. It's better from Jonas, just feint before he comes forward.
So you can see what they're both trying to do. The question here is going to be, can Jonas get close enough to apply pressure and his physicality, and how much of the can Reavell almost dictate the pattern through technique and an application of his tactics. He's trying to time Jonas, and so far he's managed to do that through the first couple of minutes.
Jonas needs to feint a little bit, because Reavell's relying on quick, sharp counters. He needs to feint and just make his entry a little bit more hidden, because at the minute, every time he moves, he's going in. So it's a little bit easier for Reavell to time him.
And with a short little right hand there, though, Jonas.
A nice body shot there from Reavell. He's been sharp in this round. He's the one who's slipped into what it is that he wants to do, just slightly quicker.
Yeah, he's drawn Jonas on, hasn't he, for the most part. It was a good interesting round, though.
Good round, clash of styles, clash of ideas and approach, and I think Reavell was able to accomplish what it is that he's seemingly set out to do in that first round. Scheduled for 6 then, this one. First round in the bank. A bit more intensity coming out for this second round. Oh, I think the heads might have come close together there as Jonas tried to close the distance. He did land a nice lead right hand to the body before that.
He's a double jab between Jonas.
And the feints that Sam was asking for already in evidence.
Oh, good right hand there from Jonas. Not much on it, but it's a good scoring shot.
So it goes to show, doesn't it, with the pressure that there has to be method, there has to be a bit of intelligence behind the approach.
Yeah, sure. Waiting too long here, Reavell, a little bit.
The template set, isn't it? I think we know what we're in for in terms of what it is that they're trying to do.
But in this round so far, he's trying to be evasive without countering.
And I think Jonas isn't falling into the same traps that he was in the first round.
Bringing the left hand, he's sort of half bringing the body back with it as well, isn't he, when he throws that jab? He's a little bit faster coming back.
He's not falling into the counters this time, is he? Good right hand as well.
Now Reavell trying to lead off. Good jab from him.
He's going to have to be really quiet in this round, hasn't he, Reavell, up to this point? Really quiet.
But if he can lead off, there we go. You see, just the feints, maybe that might just change the tempo of the fight and the play.
Yeah, that sort of snappy left hook there from Reavell.
Oh, a couple of right hands to the body there from Reavell.
I thought they were slaps, I did, to be honest.
Yeah, they landed with a finger part of the glove, didn't they?
They were quite wide, weren't they?
Yeah. Better. That's nice.
Oh, nice 1-2 from Reavell. He's changing things up here, isn't he, Barry?
Yeah, but he had to. I'm not sure. He might have left it too late in this round, to be honest.
Yeah, it might be a tough one to score that. Good start from Jonas and a clever finish that from Reavell. Was it too little, too late? But it shows, Sam, it shows a boxer who's thinking about things.
Yeah. The game plans are fantastic in boxing, but they have to be so fluid because so many things can happen. To me, that game plan will be null and void.
But that's why Mayweather was so good, weren't it? He used to say, every time someone would adapt to what I'm doing, I'll change again. Because he had four different styles that you could mix between.
He avoided me like the plague. All I wanted was an autograph.
Here we go into round 3. Might be level. Either way, it's competitive. And already you see now, I thought we might just be in for the picture of Jonas coming forward, counter-punching from Reavell, but actually we saw in that round, it turned around towards the end of it. And that ability to adapt might be crucial.
But this is important for Jonas, is not allow Reavell, who maybe the faster reactions, to set you up. So you rush him. But you can't throw single shots when you do that.
Oh, nice left hook there from Reavell. And again, 3-punch combination. It included a shot to the solar plexus. Sharp stuff from him. And although it shouldn't matter because boxing essentially is about punches landing in the scoring zone. But there is, among fans and perhaps among referees and judges as well, there is this lean, it seems, towards a fighter who's coming forward. The illusion that fighter is doing more. And that's something Reavell might just have to be careful with.
Yeah, but half the reason for that is because weight of shot is important as well. It's not the telling factor, but it is if it knocks you out. But it's important, so the guy coming forward tends to have usually more weight in the shot because he's pushing through the target. So they tend to think that is almost like in a close round, they might go to the guy who's pushing through the target more. That would be the guy coming forward.
Also in this situation, Reavell's going backwards, trying to make Jonas miss, but he's not really making him pay when he does miss. So he's on the back foot, but not really matching the work rate.
I know from being a back foot fighter myself, one of the most backward fighters ever. Good shot. That you have to make the shots clear and precise when you're the one moving around.
Or like Mayweather did, make it so obvious they're not hitting you.
Well, Mayweather again.
Or Willie Pep, if you want to go further back.
There you go.
But that was a good couple of eye-catching shots from Reavell, landed there on the back foot. And they both, nice left hook there up close from Jonas. They both, the beauty of this is they both knew what they were in for tonight, and I think mentally that's important.
Yeah, to prepare yourself. Yeah, of course, most definitely. You know, you're not going to have an easy night.
And I think we're seeing that in terms of the performance from both of them.
Yeah, it's two completely contrasting styles, ain't it? But they're gelling quite well.
Yeah, definitely. I think that just the little bit of quality I'm leaning towards Reavell, really on balance, but you know, this could be nip and tuck.
There's more weight in the shots maybe of Jonas, but there's more snap in the shots of Reavell. And I would think that would, in a round like that, he would get the nods, I would feel.
And let me ask you this, Sam. When you're sitting down on the stool in between rounds, how much of what is being said are you taking in? Is it like bullet points? It depends on the delivery?
Yeah, you can't give a fighter 100 bits of advice. You've got to give them quite clear instructions of what you want. I'm lucky, I'm quite good at listening to my corner's instructions, but sometimes it can go completely over fighters' heads, and because it's such a frantic environment in there that when you're told one thing, it goes out the other ear sometimes.
Sam Gilly, who's chasing titles in his career, and alongside us in commentary, with me, Alex Steedman, and Barry Jones, who of course has won titles the very, very top of the tree, as he continually reminds us all.
Getting a little nudge there from Barry, as he said. Yeah.
Here we go then, into round 4. What do we make of what we've seen so far?
The body shot, I tell you what, he felt that, Reavell.
The elbow dropped, didn't it? Pulled the elbow back straight away.
I'm not sure if Jonas realises though.
And how? Yeah, I was going to say that. How, as a fighter, how keenly do you pick up on things like that? Is it quite easy to miss?
Yeah, sometimes, but normally with a body shot, normally you hear it. You hear the air leave your opponent. But and obviously the signs of if they crouch over, the elbows pull back.
Having a good round here, Jonas. And a nice little overhand right there.
It's constant raising of the stakes and changing of the plays in boxing, isn't it? Especially when you get good, close, competitive fights.
Yeah, good right hands. And even though he's smothered in his work, he's not allowing Reavell to, because he's getting too close to Reavell, he's not allowing Reavell to counter off that either.
Stabbing jab to the body there from Jonas.
There's a little feint, and he goes to feint to throw it up high first before he does it. See, this is where Reavell got to go to work. That's his distance there. Let those fast combinations go off.
And when there's a lull in the play too.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice right hand to the body there as well. A lot of pressure, physical pressure from Jonas.
He's had a good round, Jonas, I think. And busy. Not everything's landing, but enough's landing. And again, it's been one of those rounds with Reavell. They're just trying to make him miss, but not really.
Yeah, it's like he has a round off.
Yeah.
Don't he?
And again, belatedly, we get as we did in the second, we get a sort of late flourish from Reavell. Maybe just enough to confuse the picture for people looking on scoring the fight themselves, or perhaps the way the ref is.
Just pushed back there. He was, Jonas. Wasn't hurt. Wasn't hit with the shot.
Good flurry again there from both of them at the end of the round. A kind of manic end to that spell. You fancy that Jonas was just kind of outworking Reavell in that round.
Yeah, I thought so. I think from the offset, I thought he outworked him. He was busier. Reavell, I know Reavell's going to come on strong, but when you slow down a bit, and he's going to pick you up, pick you apart. But he waited too long in that round.
Well, either way, next couple of rounds are going to determine the winner of this one. It's close and competitive for sure, and we've seen a change in the play a couple of times so far, all throughout the fight. Gideon Jonas has attempted to force the issue, to be physical, to be intense.
Yeah, good right hand from Jonas there. Just needed the left hook to the head to come back up with that.
But I don't think the pace is going to relent from Jonas at all.
No.
He's always in great shape.
That was good work there from Reavell. the corner there, did well.
And with when the fight's in this pattern, Barry, what's the important thing for Reavell? Is it the judgment of distance? Is it about not being dictated to, reacting? Which is it?
Well, he's got to find the path. He's got to punch up the punches of Jonas. And at the minute, he hasn't found that path yet clear enough. He's doing it in spurts, but not consistently. He's got to slow. Every time Jonas throws a shot, he's got to make him pay with that fast left hook or that fast right hand, to a point where Jonas punches so slow because he's too tentative and he's too tense that his hands go clear enough. You've got to slow him down, and then that makes your work look faster.
He's got to be a little bit busier with that front hand, Reavell. Yeah. Like as Jonas is walking in, he's not keeping him busy or occupied with that front hand, and that'll deter him from. He's just letting him walk in, and then he's too close for him to get them sharp counters off.
He throws a jab there, Jonas. It's the day it comes back low. Reavell's got to make him pay.
Yeah.
He's got the reactions. You've shown already. That's his game. He can do that quite comfortable.
I quite like that spell for Reavell at the end of the second when he was leading off, when he was starting to get on the front foot. But that's the only spell, really.
I think a little bit what Sam was saying. I think if he leads off and then he can use that reaction to it's almost like a feint, but he's actually throwing a punch.
Yeah, you draw
and then take the step back.
Yeah.
Missed with a few there, almost caught him with the uppercut. Reavell. He's got the name of his young son Carson on his trunks there, you see across the front. Reavell as well, very much the inspiration for him now, and I suppose those are the kind of things that he might be thinking of down the stretch.
Good shot.
A couple of sharp shots there from Reavell at the end of this one, maybe just finding his mojo again.
Crunching right down there from Reavell.
Good finish to the round for him. Might have needed it as well, just as Jonas was starting to build up a head of steam in the last couple of rounds. Well, here we are into the sixth and final round, and it's been so competitive that the pattern has changed a little bit throughout. Certainly it's gone one way and then the t'other, and I wonder if that's going to be reflected in the scorecards. All the way throughout, there has been just that little bit more quality from Reavell perhaps, but the pressure and intensity, the attitude from Jonas has been unrelenting. And they tangle in the first minute. Frustrated Reavell. This might just buy them a bit of time.
You got to just have to work it now, Jonas, for me.
That was clever, wasn't it? A couple of stabbing jabs right to the midriff. Even at this stage, I said, would they be thinking? Even at this stage, you can see he's thinking about it.
Good shot there from Reavell. So Jonas throwing single shots, going to allow Reavell to counter. Got to throw in combinations.
A lot of pressure, isn't there, mental and physical, for Reavell to deal with tonight.
Yeah, he's always in your face, Jonas. Don't stop coming forward. And there's one thing Jonas doesn't worry about, his fitness, so he's only thinking about his boxing. Reavell's thinking about his gas tank on the way back, because he's not fighting at his pace. He's fighting at Jonas is making him fight.
Crowd is trying to help Reavell as well down the stretch inside the final minute of this one. Could it still be up for grabs?
And that looked good there from Reavell, but actually they blocked those shots. The right hand left hook there though from Jonas.
Essentially, it's been the body attack for Jonas, hasn't it? Again, that that stabbing left. He's landed that 3 times so far. There's another left hook this time from Jonas. He's landed quite a few body shots in this session, but he's clipped with the right hand, and suddenly in the final 10 seconds, it's Reavell who's trying to get off first.
He's done this every round.
He has. It's the old Arthur Abraham trick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Spits the gum shield out at the end, Reavell. I don't know if it was a couple of those body shots hurt him towards the end.
Well, he was feeling a lot of pressure, wasn't he?
Yeah, fair play.
He had to deal with it. Didn't always deal with it well, but he had to deal with it. That was a really good effort, real good gutsy effort there from Jonas, I thought. It really was. And that last one as well, where, you know, the fight's up for grabs, you would feel, you know, when he had to go out there and he pushed the pace. Tied at the end for the first time in the fight, Jonas, I thought, and Reavell sort of tried to capitalise on that, but I think it was a really hard fought fight.
I think it depends how much the kind of effort, really, more than anything else, of Jonas is going to be rewarded. He landed a lot of body shots, quite a few in that last round, or whether they're just the overall quality of Reavell. But one thing that's interesting, Sam, Reavell's not celebrating around the ring. I mean, he's taking the time out to get his energy back.
Yeah, no, I think every round was close. Like, it was nip and tuck. There was sections in every single round where both of them were good, so I'm not sure either of them can be completely sure.
Yeah, well, the referee's calling them into the centre, so I think we're about to find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, we go to the referee scorecard. Referee Mark Bates scores the bout 58-56. And your winner, the red corner, Gideon Jonas!
Well, it's Jonas who gets the nod. It was close, desperately close, and all of the effort, the body work that he put in, he's been rewarded for all of that. You can't say he didn't put it in. You might disagree with the way it's been scored, what's been rewarded, but it was such a close competitive fight, and he put absolutely everything into it. And that's what you want, Barry, when you fight. You don't want to come away saying, I could have done more.
I think it's so, in competitive matches like this, and you don't always get the home fight to win. That's the way it goes. And it was a close fight. It could have gone either way. I think the level I had Jonas win in the last round, but you can't argue with that. I mean, you know, I think you can't expect when you're playing a dangerous game where you leave for the last 20 seconds to flurry to try and, you know, show the judge you finished the round stronger.
Talk me through that fight.
To be fair, sometimes it got a bit messy. I think I was dominant on the front foot, but Kevin Nephew showed skills on the back foot. And it was just a good little scrap, I'm not going to lie, just a good little scrap. Yeah.
Is that the type of fight you thought it was going to be going into that tonight?
Yeah, because obviously on the physical side of aspect, I've only been in camp for 4 weeks, so it was a bit rushed and whatnot, so I feel like I could have been a bit more sharp in spaces, but that's boxing, you always got to be ready, so now I know I always got to make sure I'm primed and ready to go for whoever.
Now the fight got more and more intense throughout the rounds. What were the instructions between rounds coming from your corner?
It was just pretty simple, just jab, you know, get my jab going, because obviously that's what you need to be a good boxer. And obviously I'm sort of learning on the job right now, so it's like, get the jab going a bit more and then carry on, and I think, obviously this is my 9th fight, so after my 10th fight I can show more skills and whatnot.
Now it was a tough fight for both of you to take.
Yeah.
Just what made you decide that this was the right time for that fight?
I'm not gonna lie, you can ask Vic, he says anyone, and I'm sort of on it, because obviously you got to take fights, innit? You got to learn on the job and whatnot, so Vic can tell you, any fight offers me, I'm on it, if I'm available, but if not, then yeah.
And how was it fighting on a top-tier show?
No, it was good. This, honestly, is probably the best small production I've ever been in. I got big up Johnny, he done a mad job. And yeah, it was good good little experience. Sorry, my people come to see me, and yeah, I'm a bit sweaty, sorry, but yeah, no, it was good little experience.
When are we next going to see you out? What's the plan?
Hopefully Vic can line me up with the Southern area next. Obviously I won that in the eliminator in my last fight, so hopefully Southern area, and then we just go from there.
Well, it was a brilliant performance, well done.
Thank you, I appreciate it.